All right, I've got a new photo here. This is a selfie I took of mostly emphasizing my hair. I was planning out a drawing and I wanted to do it where it was selective color, where I just drew my hair with colored pencil in color, and then the rest is in pencil. And so I thought this would be a great example photo where I do the same thing in the photo, where I just have color for my hair and black and white for the rest of the photo. So to do that, the first thing I want to do is adjust the image. So you should always do your photo editing that would be appropriate to edit your photo to make it look nice before you start doing something like selective color. Because if you didn't adjust it first, then it's going to look less good at the end. So under adjustments, I actually am going to use something called auto color. So this is going to, it'll look at the picture, and because it kind of can tell what kind of picture it is, it knows how to adjust the color. So here you can see it has toned down those colors, the yellow in this picture. So it looks a lot better. Now I want to select my hair so that I can tell Photoshop to only keep my hair in color and tell the rest of the photo to be black and white. So I'm going to start down here and I'm going to lasso tool it. So this tool, oh wait, before I do that, let's deselect. I'll show you where this lasso tool is. It's over here on the sidebar. So it's this lasso tool. It's like the third one down. And this is a great one for selecting things because you can basically draw around the shape. So when you're doing something like this, where it's like really irregular, my hair is not straight lines anywhere really. So it would not make sense to try to use like rectangles to select my hair. Instead, I'm using the lasso tool to just go around my fingers and over these curls and down and around this curl, that one, and I'm just trying to keep just the hair colorful and the rest of the photo black and white. See how I do here. Alright, that looks pretty good. Now what I need to do is see how much needs to be adjusted on the edge, so refining the edge. But first I gotta swap, invert the selection. So I go select, inverse. So now, first I had the part of that was my hair selected. So if I was gonna do an adjustment to the hair, I would do that, leave that selected. But because I actually want to adjust everywhere else to be black and white, I go to select, inverse. And so now, only thing that's selected is everything else but my hair. And you can see that, you can tell that because there's the dotted line all the way out here. So you know that this part in here is the part that's selected and that this part here is not selected. The next thing to go to in the select menu is refine edge. This is a really useful menu. So here you can see it has whited out the part that isn't selected. And then I can refine this edge here around it to make it just where I need it to be and to only select my hair when I do my selective color. So there's a bunch of different ones and you can see what they say to know what they do. So this one here, contract, expand. Decrease to contract the selection edge, to increase to expand the edge. So if I needed it to cover more space because I accidentally drew it too far in on my hair, or if I needed the opposite, I needed it to come out because I accidentally drew it, or come in because I accidentally drew it too far out. I did a pretty good job of that, so I'm not too worried about that. And then smooth. What smooth does is it helps get rid of jagged edges. I'm going to reduce the smoothness because I actually have a really uneven shape, and so I was thinking that the smooth might be actually messing it up a little bit. And then contrast, it's increased contrast to make soft edges crisp and remove fuzzy artifacts along the selection edge. So if I increased that, so if I reduce that, or I increase it, there, yeah. So you can see it makes the edge even more of a hard edge, which I actually, I don't really want. So we'll go back down to, I think it was 7. Yeah. And then radius. Radius is a good one. Increase radius to improve the edge in areas with soft transitions or fine details. Artifacts can be removed with contrast. So if I increase the radius, you can see here what has happened. It's kind of increased the fuzz factor, which a feather also does. So feather softens the selection edge with a uniform blur. For a more refined result, use radius. So I'm not going to use feather very much because I do want a refined result. So I used radius a whole bunch. So that's looking great. So I'm just going to press OK. So now that's ready. And now I'm going to go to this image and adjustments area again, where everything is. And then go black and white. And now we can see a preview of what this is going to look like. And I think that looks awesome. I don't really think that I need to do much here. So I think I'm just going to press OK, and then I'm going to press deselect. And now you can see what I've done. It looks pretty good. There's one little thing I would probably deal with, and it's this right here. It's real tricky because it's just that tiny sliver. So actually, now that I've already done this, I'm just going to go in and I'm going to lasso it. But you know what? Let's deselect. I'm going to zoom in because that's going to make this way easier to do. So I just want to make this little slice right in here black and white too, because it is in color right now and it looks weird. All right. So we'll go up to the select and we will refine this edge again. So select, refine edge. And then you need to drag, sometimes you need to drag these around so that you can even see what you're doing when you have such a small selection. The main one for me, I think, is this feather one. So here you can see it a little better that, okay, yeah, that's the right slice. And I don't want it to be too feathered, maybe just a very, very slight feathering because it's such a small piece. And then I press OK, and then I go to Image and Adjustments and Black and White. And just that little slice turns black and white. And I press OK. And now I think I've got a pretty good look to it. Let's deselect everything. And we'll go back to more normal size. And now you can see that just my hair and the whole picture is color. And it looks super cool. So we'll go ahead and save it now. We'll go File, Save As, or actually, we'll do save for web and devices. That's just easiest. And then preset JPEG high, press save. And then this one is Mrs. P Selfie Ridge. So we'll change it to Mrs. P Selfie Selective because I've got just that one color selected already. So that way I'll know it's the selective color one, even if I don't look at the picture. All done.